Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with y'all today. So we have a few things to get to. I do have a giveaway winner to announce, and I'll get to that a little bit later in the video. And I have a finished project and a work in progress to also share with you all today. And of course, I have a few gardening things to share with you all also. So let's get started. The first thing I wanted to share with you all, if you'll remember from my last video, I was working on a cowl. This is a crochet cowl, and it is the Howl Cowl, and it is by Katie Peterson. And I used my hand-dyed yarn, Queen's Yarn Boutique, in the Monarch colorway, and it is on the Vanity DK MCN base. Hope that you all can see that. And I will insert some pictures of this cowl here. So you just saw the front and back of that cowl. It's a wonderful cowl. I'm so happy that I have finished it. As you all know, I have made a lot of these cowls. I absolutely love these. I like the way it fits in the back. It's not too much, not too bulky. It's one of those great cowls just to put on, like, if it's kind of a cool day. It's not freezing cold, but it's just a nice cool day. I love it, and I think it's gonna go great under a nice denim jacket or anything you want to pair with it. It'll just be really, really nice to wear. So I think this is the third cowl I've made, the third Howl cowl that I've made. So as you can tell, I really, really like this cowl. So the hook size that I used was a I, which is a 55mm hook. And also the details and everything will be on my Ravelry page. And there's a link to my Ravelry page on my website at queensyarnboutique.com. So here it is. And the colorway that I'm using, like I said, was Monarch. And that's what it looks like all skeined up. So there's beautiful golden yellows, black. And it just kind of reminded me of like a Monarch butterfly, but Monarch caterpillar. So that's that. All right, let's see, what else do we have? So I do have a work in progress, and this time it is knitting. So I just started on this, so I don't have a lot to show, but it is the Simple Yet Effective Cowl by Tin Can Knits. And this is how much I've done so far. It has very simple stitches, basic garter knit stitches, and this is the yarn that I'm using. It is my hand-dyed yarn, Queen's Yarn Boutique, and it is in the gemstone colorway, and it is also on the Vanity MCN DK base, and the details are on my Ravelry page as well. And for this project I am using my ChiaoGoo needles. On the size, let's see, these are a size 7, which is a 4.5mm needle. Love my ChiaoGoo needles. But I still have quite a ways to go. But it's a really nice simple knit. And I actually have a knit night tonight via Zoom, so this will be a great knit to do while the girls and I are just talking. And it's one of those things where I don't have to concentrate too much, so you know, I won't mess up. If I drop a stitch, it won't be too bad, because you know how it is. You're knitting or crocheting and you're talking, and you kind of want a project that's not, you know, it's not going to use too much concentration, you know. So I think this is the perfect project for a knit night. So I'm excited about that. That's a little bit later on tonight, but once again, it is on the gemstone colorway. And there's little flecks of gold and red. There's some light blue in there, dark blue in there. So yeah, it's like little gemstones. It just kind of reminded me of different colored gems like ruby and sapphire and gold. So yeah, that's that. All right, so, oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. This is gemstone all skeined up. So this is what I'm making my cowl out of. That is all skeined up. And both of those colorways are available in the shop. So I did want to show you all a little bit of the colorways that are in the shop. I just picked some random skeins of yarn. Since it is getting cold, I figured I would show you all a little bit of my Adore worsted colorways. So yeah, I just picked like 5 random skeins of yarn. The first one is Lemonade. And by the way, the Adore worsted colorway or the Adore worsted base, they are 100% superwash merino wool, 218 yards, 100 grams each. So this is Lemonade. Nice and bright. Nice green and yellow. And you all know me, I love bright colors, saturated colors. We also have a nice tonal, and this is Top Ramen. And yes, it does look like ramen noodles. And I have Strawberry Swirl, which matches my ensemble here. I didn't plan this, but you know, it works. But this is Strawberry Swirl. And I have Phoenix, which has these beautiful variations and tones of orange and green. Green. I can't tell my colors. Orange and yellow. Orange and yellow. Beautiful colors. It's so fiery. I just look at it and it just reminds me of fire. That's what it looks like. And I named it Phoenix because I do like X-Men, and Phoenix is an X-Men character, and her hair is very red and fiery, and especially when she's using her powers, she just turns into this glow. And so this colorway was inspired by the character Phoenix from X-Men. And last but certainly not least is Wildberry. This is Wildberry. I absolutely love it. It's so many colors in here. It's a ton of colors in here. And this also matches what I'm wearing, which is cool. So anyway, just wanted to show you those. Those are in the shop if you're interested. So let's get on to the giveaway. Let's get on to the good stuff. So in the last video, I did a giveaway because in my last giveaway, everyone claimed their prizes except one, so I had to do a redraw. So the yarn that I did the redraw for were for these 2 skeins of yarn. This is Knit Crate yarn on their Aldine Wools base, and they partnered with Creative Grandma to come up with this colorway. And it is on their Aldine Wools Shine Sport in the colorway Sky. And this yarn is 80% superwash merino, 20% tencel. And it's 350 yards each, and the winner will be getting both skeins of yarn. So I used a random generator to pick the winner of this yarn. And as you can see, it has these beautiful purple and blue specks in it. And so the winner is Ginger Bedell. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. The question that I asked was, how much time do you spend crafting each day, and what city are you from? And so Ginger's answer was, hi, sometimes I craft 4 to 5 hours a day. Then sometimes I can't craft at all. I'm from Jefferson, Vermont. And I'm just so jealous that you have 4 to 5 hours a day to craft. That is awesome. I do not have that much time. But I do find it interesting that she said that sometimes she can't craft at all. And that's me. There are days where I can get maybe 30 minutes or sew, to craft, maybe an hour. And then there are times where I may just go a couple of days where I just don't have time to pick up anything and work on it, which is horrible. I was just thinking the other day how since becoming a yarn dyer, I don't have as much time to knit and to crochet. And before becoming a yarn dyer, I used to just spend hours crocheting and knitting, just hours. Like just hours would go by and I would crochet and knit and just loom knit and all the different crafts that I was into. I would just sit for hours on end working on that. I would stay up late at night working on it, sewing, and I don't know, I just feel like since dyeing yarn, it's like I become so busy with that by the time I'm finishing dyeing yarn, I'm so tired that I don't want to pick up a hook. I don't want to pick up a needle, but I am trying to get better at that. I'm trying to make more time to craft every day, even if it's just picking up the knitting needles or my crochet hook and just, you know, doing a few rows a day, just doing a few minutes a day. I'm trying to get back into making a little bit of time each day to knit, to crochet, to sew, to loom knit, to do something, just to have some crafty time every day. That is something that I'm going to work on. But anyway, Ginger, I'm going to be sending these to you, and please send me your mailing address. I will send a message to you, but I need for you to send me your mailing address, and I will try to reach out to you. So yeah, Ginger is getting both of these skeins of yarn. All right, so let's move on. Oh, I just noticed something. Going back to that monarch cowl that I was telling you all about. So that is a really good one skein yarn type of project, because I just found my little leftover piece, and this was all that I had left over. This was it. This was all that I had left over. So don't worry, you won't be playing yarn chicken if you decide to just do one skein with that project. I love a good one skein project. I like quick projects, so that was perfect for me. But I just happened to see this on my table, and that was all the yarn that I had left over from the Howler cowl. And that skein that I used had 231. Yeah, I believe it was 231 for the DK, and it's 218 for the worsted, but it is a really good one skein project. So like I said, I have been busy since the last time that I spoke with you all. I was invited to be a part of Vogue Knitting Live. And that was really exciting. I was interviewed by Christy Glass Knits. You all may be familiar with her. She has a YouTube channel in which she interviews different yarn dyers and knitters and just people in the yarn world. And I was interviewed alongside 3 other yarn dyers. It was Kim from Kim Dye's Yarn. Mimo, let me see, hold on. Yeah, Molly, like that, Mimo is her yarn company. Molly from Mimo Yarn Co. And also Connie from Chili Knits. So Molly, Kim, and Connie, it was such a privilege, and so it was just so much fun being interviewed with them. And it was for, like I said, Vogue Knitting Live. It was a paid event for those who were attending Vogue Knitting Live, and it was a blast. I had such an amazing time, and I really enjoyed it. It was a treat, and I just considered it a privilege to even be selected. You know, to even be considered was such an honor, and you know, I just thought it was just such a treat to even be honored. I think sometimes you think, oh, well, you know, people really don't even know me. I am a small yarn dyer. You know, I'm not like this super huge popular yarn dyer, and you know, for them to reach out to me, it was nice. I thought it was really cool. So that was definitely a lot of fun. All right, so I do believe that is all of the yarn stuff that I have to talk to you all about. As you all know, I do keep busy in the greenhouse, and so I do have a bit of a sweet potato montage to share with you all after this. I finally harvested my sweet potatoes because I wanted to harvest them before the first frost came, but y'all, it's still like 80 degrees here in North Carolina. I'm not sure if it's fall yet. I know according to the calendar it's fall, but I'm not convinced that it's fall yet. It is way too warm for fall. But anyway, I just went ahead and harvested my sweet potatoes. And I'm not sure if I harvested them correctly, but it was a blast. I feel like a real gardener, a real farmer. I don't know, I'm so proud of myself. And for this year, I used 12-inch pots. But next year, I'm definitely going to use bigger containers so that the roots can spread out more. But this is my first year. I had a lot to learn. Right now, the sweet potatoes are still in the greenhouse. They do have to go through a 10-day curing process because that is how the sweet potatoes become sweet. So, so yeah, I'm definitely learning a lot. I am Googling a lot, and yeah, it's exciting. It's nice to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So yeah, I'm going to attach that video onto the rest of that. So I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I know that I don't post on a regular schedule, but I think once a month is what I can handle right now. I've been extremely busy, so thank you all for continuing to watch my videos and to support my channel. And as always, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Ravelry. I'm trying my best to keep my Ravelry page updated, and I would say that I am most active on Instagram. I try to post there as often as possible. So I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, bye.